Hello everyone, this is Nitesh Madhukar over here and I am available here today with my new topic. The topic is Microsoft Access. In today's tutorial, I am going to deal with some of the very important practical as well as theoretical information of Microsoft Access. Student, as you know that in the previous class we have seen that about the database and its parts. So right now I am going to deal something next topic of Microsoft Access. So what are the topic are there in today's tutorial I am going to deal with right now. Today, as I told you that what are the learning outcome will be there, it will be little bit advanced of Microsoft Access. First of all, we will have to know about database as templates. What are the usage of templates? We will know. We will have to know, which we have already learned in the previous topic, that creating a blank database. But little bit introduction are also there about the creating of blank database. There are different views of a table that we will know. Switching between views, what are the different views are there, we will able to switch in between both the views. Adding table, if we need any another table, we will able to see how to add the table. Rules for naming a field. First of all, you have to remember that what are the fields and how to use it. So we will have to follow certain rules of naming a field. And last but not the least, that is data types. And when we will have to get the information about the data types, we will have to understand about the setting data types for a field. So in today's tutorial, I am going to deal with this topic. So student, stay connected, watch the video properly, and if you are having any kind of doubt, without any hesitation, you can contact in and write down in comment section. I will be updated. I will reply in your comment section. And moreover that, if you are facing any kind of difficulties while doing the practical, don't hesitate to write a comment. If you are liking my video, just put a like button, subscribe my video so that I can able to update with my latest video. Okay, so let's start today's tutorial. So first of all, creating a database using a templates. As we know that what is template? First of all, we have to know about the templates. In the previous class, you have remembered that I have shown you to create a blank database. In this topic, I am going to teach you about templates. In MS Access, templates is ready to use database, means which is already being created by the help of Microsoft Access, which contains all the tables, queries, forms, report, and whatever we need. It is ready-made database, but as per the need, we can also able to do edit, and it is only used for the purpose of those person who are new in database, because this is ready to use. Already it's ready made and only user will have to use. Some of the examples are also there, like assets, contacts, events, faculty, etc. To start MS Access as a templates, you want to use templates in MS Access. The steps you will have to follow. I'm going to teach you about the steps. So just see, and this is the practical knowledge also. You have to follow the same step while using the. So starting the templates in MS Access, what are the steps we have to follow? First of all, we have to click on start button, and then we have to go to the search program. Type over here Access. I have seen Access 13 is coming here. Just wait. Now see, first option is coming blank desktop database. Apart from that, whatever you are seeing, this is called templates. So as per our need, we will have to take any one, and as per that we have to use. If I am going to click here, it will ask for download. So if you have downloaded, then you will get a ready-made templates for your personal use. So this is the step to start the templates in your database. To create a blank database, as I discussed about this topic in my previous video also, but mostly student you have not understood. So again I am going to discuss about creating a blank database, as this is one of the important topic, and you have to follow one step by step. First of all, click on start button. After that, click on search program. Type over here access. As you will type access, you will get your version and this icon. So click over here. As you will click here, you have to see blank desktop database is there. So we will have to create a blank database. So we have to select this one. As you have selected this, you will have to provide a name of your database. Here we are giving the name of our database, not the name of the table. The difference are there in database and in table. But right now you have to create a database. So suppose that I am giving the name of the database is SSA. So the name of my database is SSA, and after that I am clicking on create. As I have clicked over here, after that we can able to see the name of my database are being created. At the same time, table are also being created. So this is the step to create a blank database in MS Excel. Student, there are different views of table are there. As we have seen right now that when we have created a database, one table we have seen. Right now I am going to show you practically. There are two different views of tables are there. First is called design view and second one is called data sheet view. In design view and data sheet view, what are the difference in between both of them? In design view, we can design about the table. What are the names, what are the data types and description are there for our table we will have to design. First of all, we will have to create a database. After that, we will have to view, we have to see our table in design view. There are two different parts are also there of design view. One is called field grid pane and another one is called field property pane. I will show you practically that how to view the different view in both the design view as well as data sheet view. And in case of data sheet view, it is very common view to enter data in a table. It's just like a Excel sheet which we have learned in previous class. In this view, as per the field name, we will have to enter accordingly our data. We have to see what are the different names are there, field names are there. As per the field name, we have to write, we have to fill relative content as per the field name. So I'm going to show you practically that how to see different views of table. So for this, again you have to come to the access. As you have seen that how to create a blank database. After that you will see over here view option is there. In this corner, this is left upper side, you will see view option is there. You just have to click over here. You will see data sheet view and design view. So right now I am talking about design view. So this is called design view. Before that we have to write the name of the table. So as I have written the name of the table is student. So the name of the table are being created with the name of student. As I told you that when you have entered all those table in design view, what are the common field will be there. The first one will be the field name, the second one will be the data type and the third one will be the description. This is called property pane. And here suppose that what are the fields should be there in our database. Suppose that I am writing in database should be roll number. So I am writing roll number. After that it should be auto number. Description students roll number in auto increment value. I have written about the description. In another field should be there like name. See, whenever we are writing any of the field name, there are certain rules. As if we will not follow the rules, we will get the error. So as per the error, the name you applied in a reverse word have a specific meaning. So you read the instruction, and if it is there, if it is not able to follow the rules of naming a field, it will not be accepted. So you will have to write all those field name. Suppose that roll number, name, after that address, it should be also short text. After that mobile number, and it should be mobile number always in number, is it? So this is the, I have taken only 4 field name, and after that I will tell you that how to switch in data sheet view. This is called design view, where we will have to design our structure of table. After that we will have to switch in different view, that is data sheet view. When we have to switch in data sheet view, we have to save whatever we have done. So it will be asked when we are going to switch, so we will have to click yes. After that, whatever field we have taken, roll number, name, address and mobile number, it's coming. So suppose that I am writing here name Nitesh Madhukar and address is Asansol. Mobile number, I am typing my mobile number. So as soon as we have entered the data, one Nitesh Madhukar, Asansol and mobile number, after that we will have to click on the next tab. Here in roll number section we don't have to type any of the number, only we have to write the name of the, suppose that I am writing the name Rahul Sen and he's from Kolkata, and I am typing the mobile number. See, after that easily we can able to enter the data. So this is called a data sheet view, and the view which we have already shown you, this is design view. So in between that, if you want to switch the database data sheet view to design view and design view to data sheet view, easily you can able to change your views. So this is that another topic of switching between different views. So by practically you have seen that how to switch between view. First of all, open the database. On the top from the left side of the corner, you have to check, click on view and choose datasheet view or design view as per your choice, which view you want. But student, mind it always that what are the usage of design view and what are the usage of datasheet view. In case of datasheet view and design view you use to enter the field name, data type and the description, while datasheet view are used to enter the data in the table. Whenever we are having the datasheet view, we will have to enter the data as per the field name. As well as you can also check in case of design view, without designing the table, we don't have to enter the data. First of all, while creating a database, always we will have to keep a proper plan to enter the data and what type of data are being needed to enter in our database. So first of all, whenever we are creating a database, step by step we have to first create a database. After that we have to click on design view, where we will have to describe about the field name, data type and description when it should be completed, or any of the changes are further needed, we can do anytime any editing. But before that, first of all we will have to click on design view, and after that we will have to go to the, after completing all those tasks, we have to go to the datasheet view, and in datasheet view we will start entering the data. As I told you, when we have created a database, in that time one table we got, but one table is not enough in a database. Then what are the difference between Excel and this database, MS Access? So for that purpose we can able to add number of table. So to add a table, how we can able to add, what are the steps? So for that purpose we have to follow the steps. I am telling you, you will have to do the practical by yourself. I am also going to show you practically that how you can able to create a table, how you can able to add a new table in your database. So just follow the steps. Here I am going to also teach you in table in datasheet view as well as in design view. Okay, so let's, here you have seen that you are observing over here that a name of student table is already existing. Here what I have given the information, roll number, name and address. Here only 2 records are there with 2 mobile number. Suppose that I have to create another table and it should be in design view or datasheet view. So first of all have to create in create option, go to the menu bar and click on create option, and after that click on table. As you have clicked the table, you will get table 1 is there. So as per the same planning you have to do, open it in the design view. When you will click on design view, I am writing over here marks. So student marks should be over here. Again I have to write what I will write. Roll number, just check over here. Roll number, it is there in proper manner. So roll number, auto number, student write down there. Name, short text. After that, suppose that marks of English, it is always in number, and marks of maths, it is always also in number. Is it? Are you understanding? Write down the comment section that are you understanding or not. And after that, marks of FIT. This is the topic for class 10th standard also, and the same topic in SQL student will have to learn in class 12. So I have created a marks table also where different fields name are there: roll number, name, English, maths, and FIT. FIT stands for Foundation of Information Technology. So after creating this, I have to click on datasheet view. So open this in datasheet view. As you will get all those information are being created. Suppose that I will have to create this. This is the steps to create a table in datasheet view. If I will have to create a table in design view, what are the steps? Click on create, then table design. You will have to get the same, but the steps are little bit different. Uses are same, but steps are little bit different. So hope you understood about this. If you are having any doubt, you just do practically and write down in comment section that what you are. Rules for naming a field. This is one of the very important topic, as I told you earlier, because without the naming of a field, we cannot able to complete our database. So at a time when we are going to give a naming of field, when we are going to describe a field name, in that time we certain points always keep in our mind so that chances of error will be very less. So first of all, give the field name in descriptive name, that is used as well as that describe its purpose. Understood? Suppose that I have given the name, so I will write all those name of the student. If I have given the field name mobile number, so in that section mobile number should be there. So all those terms we will have to define its purpose. So that is the first rules of naming a field. The second naming of field is a field name can consist up to 64 characters. More than that, it's not allowed. Suppose that ABC, it's having 3 characters. Understood? In that, you can include letters, numbers, spaces, and some of the special characters. Some of the special characters are allowed, but mostly avoid to use the special character if it is not necessary. The third one is there, a field name can't start with blank space. And student, might be you will do error, because at a time when you are creating the first time of database, you will start writing the name field name with the blank space, so it will not accept. So at a time when you are creating a field name, you are defining a field name, in that time avoid to start with a blank space. The fourth one is a field name can be uppercase, lowercase, or mixed case. You can write in uppercase, lowercase, or mixed case, that is allowed. A field name can't contain what are the special character which will not allowed in while describing a field name. That is dot and exclamation marks and accent grave or either brackets. A field name can contain a special character, but it can't be the first character. I told you that these special characters, some of the special characters are used, you can able to use, but it's not like that you will start with this special character. So keeping this thing in your mind that while creating a field name, you will have to follow these certain rules for your field name. This is one of the most important point that is known as data type in MS Access. As whatever database you will use in your life, data types will be there. First of all, we have to know the meaning of data types. As the data types, it's defined the table has properties, and these properties defines the field's characteristics and behavior. The most important property for a field is its data type. A field's data type determines what kind of data it can be able to store. MS Access supports different types of data with a specific purpose. Suppose that I am writing, first of all, I am going to clarify about the data type. Suppose that if your name is there, name always contains alphabet, because you have not seen any of the name which is started. Suppose that Rajesh 123, name always will be there like Rajesh Kumar, Susmita Kumari, Anjay Kumar. So data type as per the field name we have to know. Again I am giving the another example. Suppose that you have to write roll number. So roll number always in numeric data. Suppose that you have to enter the marks. So that is always in number. Suppose that you have to calculate something amount. So that is always in currency. So as per the field name, their data types must be defined for the future reference, so that at a time when we will have the future data type, when we are having the entering of data, in that time we will not get any kind of error. So for that purpose, data type is one of the important topic as well as important point to memorize. Different types of data types are there. One by one I am going to explain, and what are their function also I am going to explain. First of all, it's short text. When we need to enter character up to 255, we will have to take the short text. It's a text or combination of text and number. In that you can able to enter text, combination of text and number, including number that do not require any of the calculation, up to 255 character. So by the help of short text you can able to take text, combination of text, number, including number, and that do not require any of the calculating. The number of character are being allowed 255. Long text, lengthy text or combination of text up to 65,535 characters. You can able to enter text data, you can able to enter numeric data in long text. If number, the third one is number. Number data used in mathematical calculation. If suppose that we have to write any of the number, in that case we will have to take data type as a number. Date and time. Date and time stores date and time value. We can use various format of date and time. The maximum size is used by this is 8 bytes. Now the another one is currency. Currency value use the currency data type to prevent rounding off during calculation. Accurate to 15 digit left of decimal point and 4 digit right to the decimal point. Size it occupied 8 bytes. Auto number, a unique sequential incremented by one number or random number assigned by Microsoft Access whenever a new record is added to a table. All those data types I will use each and every data type and I will show you. Right now you have to learn and know about all those data types. The next one is yes and no. Yes and no values are defined as a condition whether it's accept the value or reject the value. Either it is true the value or false the value. Either it is on value or off value. The next one is OLE object. OLE object are used to store audio, video and picture. The size of the data up to 2 GB. Hyperlink, as the name suggests, text or combination of text and number stored as text and used as a hyperlink address. Attachment, you can able to attach file such as digital photo. Multiple file can be attached per record. You can able to attach all those attachment by using this data type attachment. Calculated, the another data type is calculated. We can create an expression that uses data from one or more field. You can designate different result data types from the expression. And last but not the least, that is called lookup wizard. It helps us to create a file whose value are chosen from another table, from the query or list of value. Right now student, you have understood about short text, long text, number, date and time and currency, auto number, and rest of them I will show you practically, then you will able to understand about these data types. Okay, but you will have to keep in your mind that these are the also data types, and we will have to learn one by one. I am going to show you that in the next video that what are the usage of all those data types. Now student, I am creating whatever video, I am going to tell you one thing that I am not getting. If you are watching my video, please write down in comment section your name, your class, your roll number, so that I can able to get motivated that my students are watching the video, so that I can able to get energetic for my upcoming video. And if you are new in my channel, please subscribe it, and the most important part, at least you just share the link friend, at least 3 friends, so that it will be get published globally. Okay, so thank you student, hope you understood today's tutorial. Thank you student, thank you class.